It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to let it go. Really white light fire. Yeah. Right, rearranging, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track, on the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right, Rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right, Rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, we control time. Right, Rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
time to light the fuse.
It's time to let it go. Really what you like, yeah. Right, rearranging, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Life live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right, rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right, rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't your time. Right, rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, it's your time.
Strap in and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to let it go. Really what you like, yeah. Right, rearranging, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Life live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right, rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right, rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't your time. Right, rear racing. We ain't playing. Start your engines, it's your time.
And welcome back to Right Rear Racing as we bring you week number 4 of FASTuary, presented by Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. As we have, looks like we're going to have 9 drivers here so far for your FASTuary conclusion here this Monday night. As these drivers are going to take on 8 laps for heat races, followed by a warm-up session, kind of break this track in a little bit more, and then we're going to go into a 50-lap main event. Again, if we have more drivers coming in here, they have 5 minutes left until they can join. Once they join, and if we have more than, if I can get my ticker to show up over there for you. Once they join, if we have more than 20 drivers showing up, it's going to be only a 20 car field. And I'm going to go ahead and troubleshoot this real fast. I was working right before we went live here. as it's going to be showing up now there. You see the 9 drivers that are here. We have roughly 3.5 minutes left of your practice session as these drivers are breaking in this track. We have the 97 driver. That's going to be Tyler Lacey. The 95 right in front of him is going to be Shay Miller. We also have the 714 of Colby Kasinger. The 55, he's not pulling up there. He's going to be card number 7 there in position number 3 for the quickest time during hot laps so far. That's going to be Ian Lindell. The 69 machine, that's going to be Mitch Menard. The 25 is going to be Jamie. As you see Mitch right there in his 69 machine. The 25 is going to be Jamie. The 226 of Carson Cherry. He hasn't made a lap, or he's only made 1 lap here so far, it looks like, according to my ticker. Hunter Dressler. And the 64 machine is going to be in here as well. Also, we have Ethan Swamp in the 8 machine. Looks like the only driver that's out there right now for his warm-up session is going to be the number 97 of Tyler Lacey, as Shay Miller did just leave the pits. Or no, that's a little bit later in time. See the 97 trying to break this track in by himself here, as he's the only one out there doing some laps. Again, thanks for giving the follow, or thanks for joining in and following. If you're not following yet, go ahead and give us a follow and get notified when we go live here on Right Rear Racing. It'd be greatly appreciated. And these drivers are getting their drivers meeting done right now, as we do have Jack Seriton in the 1 machine joining, and the 48 of Dylan Blackburn. And we're going to be live again tomorrow night with Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League as they take on the Non-Wings at the Chili Bowl. You can catch that action live right here at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And we're also going to go live on on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time as we cover the first night of your Gator Nationals with Dirt Series, as they also run the Non-Wing Outlaws micros there at Volusia. And this week right here is going to conclude your FASTuary, and we're going to have 11 drivers here making the call as we do reach the last few seconds of your hot lap session here tonight. And these drivers are getting a quick drivers meeting real fast with 10 seconds left of the practice session remaining here. And the checkered flag is waving for your hot lap session here. And we're going to have one heat race here tonight with 10 drivers making the call. And starting on the pole is going to be the 714 of Colby Kasinger. Hunter Dressler in the 64 is going to be on his outside. Row number 2 has the 25 of Jamie, with Ethan Swamp on his outside in the 8. Mitch Menard in the 69 machine is going to be inside row number 3, with Jack Seriton in the 1 on his outside. Shay Miller in the 95 inside row number 4, with Ian Lindell on the outside in the 7. He's actually in the number 55, but it's showing 7 here on the ticker. And Tyler Lacey in the 97 is going to start inside row number 5, with Dylan Blackburn in the 48 on his outside. And Mitch will not be making the call, as he is going to be your race controller here tonight. It looks like Ethan Swamp didn't make the time there to grid up. as the 714 and the 64 are going to be leading the field here on this pace lap. And that's going to jump up some drivers back here. And Jack Saraton's going to be in that 47 car there, in that black and yellow, as they work their way down the front straightaway. They're getting the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around here for FASTuary week number 4 action. As we're working our way down the back straightaway into turn number 3, the pace truck's going to dive off. We're waiting for that green flag to drop, as that's going to be the initial green. And the 714 of Kobe K. Singer is going to hit that live pedal and get us underway here for heat race number 1 action. The 64 of Hunter Dressler is going to be right there. He's going to blink out just a little bit, and he's going to go back in here as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Coming to 4 here, it's going to be Colby leading the lap number 1 in that 714. The 64 is going to be sitting in second. He's trying to work that bottom side in 1 and 2, trying to close that gap on the 714 as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We're going to go back to the 3rd position as they work their way off of turn 4. We're going to be 3 wide coming off turn 4 down the front straightaway. The 48 machine of Dylan Blackburn. He's working that bottom side and made a 241 special. He's already moved up 7 spots here in the heat race. We do have 1 in the outside wall. That's going to be Jamie in the 25, as we're going to go back up to Dylan Blackburn as he's trying to reel in these drivers. The 47 of Jack Saraton's right there, as well as he's trying to reel in Dylan Blackburn here as we come around 3 and 4 this time around. Coming off 4, we're getting the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 1 action. And it's been Colby since the drop of the green. Hunter Dressler in the 64 in the second since the drop of the green. Dylan Blackburn is still in 3rd as he's moved up 7 spots. We're going to go back to the 4th position as the 97 and the 47 are battling out. The 97, Tyler Lacey got a little bit loose there down off of 4 down the front straightaway as they work their way into turn number 3. Coming through 3 and 4 this time around, and off of 4 getting the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 1 action. Is still led by the 714 of Colby. Colby's going to come around turn 4 and get the white flag. Hunter Dressler is going to make his way around lap traffic. That's going to slow him up a little bit and allow Dylan Blackburn to reel him in as they work their way through 1 and 2. This one last time down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Give the win to Colby in that 714 machine, followed by Hunter Dressler in the 64 and Dylan Blackburn in the 48. Will round out your top 3 for your heat race action here. And 4th was Jack Saraton. Tyler Lacey rounds out your top 5. Shay Miller 6th. Ian Lindo in 7th. Jamie in 8th. Ethan Swamp 9th. And Mitch Menard rounds out your top 10. These drivers are going to get a few laps here for your warm-up session. Try to break this track in just a little bit more. Make it a little bit racy here, as we do have 5 minutes of your warm-up session.
Cherry Photography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226.
Again, thanks to the sponsors here with the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. If you're interested in Cherry Cinematography, please reach out to Carson Cherry. I know we've only had 1 heat race here with all the drivers in the 1 heat race, but right now would be a good time to go ahead and get you some refreshments and some snacks and get ready for your 50-lap main event here tonight, as these drivers are going to be racing side by side. We already went 3 wide there down the front straightaway off of 4, and it's going to get like that for the remainder of this race. And you don't want to miss a second of it. And we have contact there between the 48 and the 95 on the warm-up session. And Again, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, get notified when we go live here on Right Rear Racing, so that way you don't miss any other great action right here on Right Rear Racing. These drivers are still breaking that track in, trying to work that top side in. That's 48 working up top. Colby in that 714 machine, he's going to be trying to get that top side working in as well. Tyler Lacey's down there. We have Lindell in that in the 55 machine. Still trying to get the bottom side slicked off just a little bit too, to make everyone kind of push up. Hunter Dressler's going to be right there behind him as well. And we do have 3 more minutes left of the warm-up session here tonight.
Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to let it go. Really want it like that. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't control time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's showtime.
And your warm-up session is going to come to a close here with 5 seconds left. This track is already... Hopefully these drivers do like this track condition, as they were responsible for breaking this track in and getting it ready for tonight's racing action. We're going to have 9 drivers here for your starting lineup, and starting on the pole, we're going to see the 714 of Colby Kasinger on the pole. On his outside is going to be Hunter Dressler in the 64. We have Dylan Blackburn in the 48 machine starting inside row number 2, with Jack Saracen on his outside in the 47. Row number 3 has the 97 of Tyler Lacey on the inside, with Shea Miller on his outside in the 95. And Ian Lindo in the 55 is going to be inside row number 4, with Jamie on his outside in the 25. And rounding out the field for your main event action here tonight with 50 laps is going to be Ethan Swamp in the 8 machine. We're going to have the same front 2 drivers here for your 50 lap main event, starting us on the front. As the field works their way into 3 and 4, coming off turn 4, getting the rolled up green flag as we're set to go underway next time around to get this 50 lap feature underway. As the field works their way off turn 2, down the back straightaway, stacking them up and getting ready to go. The pace truck's going to dive off here into turn number 3. The 714 of Colby's going to hit that lap pedal and get us underway for your FASTuary week number 4 action. And Dylan Blackburn, he's going to get an early jump. We're going to go 3 wide here early on for the lead. The 64 thought different of it and slammed on his brakes. That's going to allow Dylan Blackburn to come in and take in second. Jack Saraton's moving up in that 47 machine. He's moved up to third. He's going to be right there. The 64 is going to be right there on the inside. The 6400 Dressler is getting that bottom side going, trying to slide up. The 47 is going to cross him over. We're going to be side by side. This is battle for third on the screen between the 47 and the 64. As the 64 does cross him back over in 3 and 4. 64 side is working the bottom side there and sliding up. Here comes the crossover from the 47. The 47 is looking down low, down the back straightaway as they go side by side in turn number 3. That's still early on in this race. We do have 50 laps here tonight. The 64 machine of Hunter Dressler is going to come and claim the lead, or claim the third position. And as soon as I say that, Jack Saraton in the 47 is going to come in there and take over third once again, getting a little bit sideways, and Hunter Dressler is working that bottom side. We're still side by side. This is battle for third on the screen between the 64 and the 47. As we keep an eye here, the 95 of Shea Miller. He's going to be right there. He's going in on the action and trying to reel in the 47 to make the pass. That's going to be a battle for fourth now, as Hunter Dressler in that 64 machine has got third. These drivers are all trying to figure out different lines and ways to pass. It's still Colby in that 714 machine leading the field. The 64 of Hunter Dressler's running bottom side. We're going to go 3 wide there. Going to turn number 3. We do have contact between the 90. I believe that was the 97. The 47's right here coming down to the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, comes back down and right in front of the 95. And the 95 had nowhere to go. That's going to bring out the first caution of the night. As we go back up to the front, the 714 of Colby is going to be leading the field. Dylan Blackburn in the 48 is going to be in second. Hunter Dressler in that 64 machine, he's still running third. Tyler Lacey in the 97 is going to move up to your fourth position. Ian Lindo in that 55 machine is going to round out your top 5. Shea Miller in the 95 is going to be sitting 6th. The 25 of Jamie will be sitting 7th. Jack Saraton in the 47 does go back to the back of the field, as he was the reason for the caution. And they just received the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around. Coming off turn 2, the field's stacked up, ready to go here. The 714 will hit the loud pedal at any point in between 3 and 4 to get us back underway. As the pace track does dive off, the 714 is going to hit that loud pedal and get a good jump here. Dylan Blackburn is going to be right there on his outside as they go into turn number 1. The 64 is looking on the bottom side and going to slide up just a little bit and get crossed over. That's going to allow the 48 to maintain the second position. Here comes a slide job from the 48, Dylan Blackburn. He's cut it off. That's going to allow the 714 to maintain the lead. Oh, we got a contact between Dylan Blackburn and the 714. As they go into turn number 1, the 48 is going to slow down. That's going to be Havoc right there coming off turn number 2. We're going to go back and take another look at it. And the 714 hit the wall there, comes back down, and Dylan Blackburn's there. That's going to be the Havoc right there. Every driver was involved.
Trucks out, stack 'em up, we're circling now. Tires cool but tempers hot, nobody's giving up their spot. Hell, yellow's out, don't blink, don't lag. Another spin brings the caution flag. Bunch it up, get ready to go. Green's coming back, steal the show. Reset, reload, we're about to let 'em loose again.
And the field just received the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around as we go into turn number 3. This field's going to be led by Dylan Blackburn in that 48 machine, as he's going to hit that live pedal and get us back underway for FASTuary week number 4. The 64 of Hunter Dressler is going to try to work that outside. Here comes Tyler Lacey working the bottom side. That's going to be a battle for second on your screen between the 97 and the 64. The 97 is going to slide up right there in front of Hunter as they work their way through 3 and 4. Coming down the front straightaway, the 64 machine is going to work the bottom side. The 97 is up high. Here comes the 64 trying to get a good run. The 97 is going to have that momentum coming off turn number 2. As they go into turn number 3, it's still going to be the 48 of Dylan Blackburn maintaining the lead. The 97 of Tyler Lacey is starting to reel in. Dylan Blackburn here as we do have Hunter Dressler and Ian Lindell in that 55 machine battling out. We did go 3 wide there momentarily. We're going to go back up to the front as Lacey is starting to reel in Blackburn here, as these two have separated themselves away from the field. This is going to be the 48 of Dylan Blackburn in that black car, and followed by the 97 in the blue, sitting 1-2. We do have a battle for third here as the 55 is going to throw a slide job. We're going to go 3 wide for position number 4. Right behind him, that's going to be the 714 in the middle, the 40. I don't know if that's a 40, that's a 64 on the outside. And we do have a caution, and we do have a wreck right here between your leaders here as we go through 3 and 4 going down to 1, and the 48 comes down, and they've taken each other out. They're both probably going to go back to the back of the field, and the 55 of Lindell is going to take over the lead, followed by the 714 of Colby. The 64 of Hunter Dressler's in third. Jack Seriton in that 47 machine is going to be fourth. Shea Miller in the 95 is going to be rounding out your top 5. Tyler Lacey in the 97 is going to be sitting. That's going to be the 25 of Jamie is going to be sitting in 6th. Tyler Lacey in the 97 in 7th. And Dylan Blackburn in the 48 machine will be rounding out the field. The field just received the rolled up green flag. They're coming off 2 down the back straightaway. They're stacked up, ready to go. Once again, the field is going to be led by the 55 of Lindell as they go into turn number 3. Coming off turn 4, the 55 is going to hit that live pedal and get us back underway here as they're going to go side by side. That's going to be Colby in that 714 running the top side. Here comes the 55 sliding up as they come down off 2 down the back straightaway. The 714 is going to look down low, going into turn number 3. They're going to slide up together and have a drag race down the front straightaway. It's still the 55 of Lindell leading the field. Here comes the 714 working that bottom side through 1 and 2 as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway. They're still side by side for the lead between the 714 and the 55. The 55 is working the outside once again and staying out there. Here comes the 47 of Jack Seriton. He's wanting to join the battle here as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's the 55 of Lindell still maintaining this lead with the 714 hot on his heels as the 714 is looking down low. Going to throw a slide job here in 1 and 2. He's going to clear it, but he's going to give him room here for the 55 as the 55 of Lindell has a momentum there on the top side of the 714. Thought different of it as they try to do a slide job once again in 3 and 4. The 47 of Jack Seriton is going to be right there ready to make a pounce here. Here comes the 714 of Colby looking to throw a slide job once again, still giving room to the 55 running the outside groove as they work their way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Here comes Dylan Blackburn running the bottom side, trying to slide up in front of the 47 of Jack Seriton. Your top 4 drivers are going to be right here all together as they work their way off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway into turn number 1. The 48 of Dylan Blackburn is running that bottom groove. We're going to go side by side for position number 3 there momentarily. And still give it to Jack Seriton in the 47. As we near the halfway point of this race, it's still going to be Lindell in that 55 machine holding on to the lead. He's moved up 6 spots so far. As the 714 of Colby's trying to figure out a way to make a pass here on Lindell here. Jack Seriton in that 47 machine still running third. The 48 of Dylan Blackburn is trying to get that bottom side going as they're going to go side by side off 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 48 is looking to throw a slide job here. Going to let the 47 still have room of Jack Seriton. And the 48 of Dylan Blackburn is going to diamond off the turn just a little bit there as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Once again, the 97 of Tyler Lacey is in 5th, slowly rolling these drivers in. As we are over the halfway point now, the 48 machine is looking to throw a slide job on Seriton. He's going to clear it. Here comes Seriton back again as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 47 machine is going to stick to the bottom as they work their way off of turn 4. Give the 3rd position to the 48 machine of Dylan Blackburn. The 47 machine is going to try to run that bottom side once again through 1 and 2, working their way down the back straightaway into 3. The 47 of Seriton is working that bottom side still. The 48 of Dylan Blackburn's moved up to the outside now. Now the 47 has moved out there as well of Jack Seriton. Here comes the 97 of Tyler Lacey. He's trying to reel in the 47 machine and get into that 4th position as they work their way off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. It's still Lindell in that 55 machine holding on to the lead with Colby in that 714 in second, as we do reach 20 laps remaining here in your FASTuary week number 4 action. And Dylan Blackburn is going to be in third. We do have a battle for fourth on your screen between the 97 and the 47. Here comes the 97 on the outside. That's going to be Tyler Lacey trying to make the pass on the 47 of Jack Seriton. He's going to clear Jack Seriton this time around. Give the fourth position to the 97 of Tyler Lacey. And these drivers are kind of spaced out just a little bit here, except for your leaders, and that's going to be Lindell in that 55 machine, having a slight advantage of 0.2 of a second on Colby in that 714 machine, as Colby's going to close that gap just a little bit as they work their way around the track. Once again, they're both up on top. Here comes Dylan trying to figure out something to reel these two drivers in. We do have lap traffic going to play a factor here, most likely here in the closing laps, and that's going to be Hunter Dressler in that 64 machine, as these two drivers will run the top side. The 55's up top, the 74's looking down, 714's looking down low, throwing a slide job. Here comes the crossover from Lindell in that 55 machine as they work their way down the front straightaway once again into turn number 1. The 714's running just a groove lower as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway to look for a slide job and a crossover once again in 3 and 4. The 714 is going to throw a slide job with the crossover from the 55, and the 55 is going to maintain the lead. The 55 is going to slide back up to the top, with allowing the 714 to come back down. But this is a battle for the lead on your screen between the 55 and the 714. The 55 hit the outside wall going into turn number 3. Is that going to play a factor as they work their way up 4? Give the lead still to the 55 of Lindell, as he's going to slide up there right in front of the 714, and come off to the 714 is going to slide down low and try to slide up. Give room to the 55 there, as the 55 is running the outside groove up there by the wall, as he's going to stay there in 1 and 2. The 714 is going to slide up, give the lead to the 714 of Kobe Kasinger, as Kobe in that 714 machine is going to maintain the lead now as we are reaching your 10 laps remaining. The 55 is looking down low in 1 and 2, going in down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 714 is going to run the outside groove. The 55 is probably about 2 cars lengths lower, as we are now 10 laps remaining here in your week number 4 FASTuary with the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotion Series. And Dylan Blackburn has slowly reeled these guys in. We do still have a battle here for the lead between the 714 and the 55. And I know that Dylan Blackburn and that 48 machine loves seeing these guys running side by side. That's allowing him to come back up here and make the pass on these two, as these two are working their way to the flag stand once again. As the 714 is going to run the outside groove, the 55 is running about a car length lower. The 48 of Dylan Blackburn is going to be right there getting that outside groove going. We do have the 64 of Hunter Dressler spinner around there. That's going to be your lap traffic, as Kobe Kasinger in that 714 machine maintains the lead here with 2 laps to go until we get 5 fingers showing. Working our way off turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. This time around we are getting 5 fingers showing with 5 laps remaining here in week number 4 FASTuary. Dylan Blackburn is going to look down low. This is going to be a battle for second between the 48 and the 55 as they work their way off turn 2. The 48 still down low and came back up top and going in turn number 3, as he did not have enough momentum most likely as to catch the driver there and make that pass. As the 48's looking down low once again, trying to do a slide job, not going to clear it, as they're going to go side by side coming off turn 2. That's allowing the 714 of Colby to stretch his lead on these guys here in this closing laps. As the 48 machine is working the top side, he's going to try to make the pass once again here, and with 2 laps remaining this time around at the flag stand, the 55 is going to throw a slide job there and reel in Colby just a little bit. But this time we do have the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here in week number 4 FASTuary. The 714 of Colby's got a little bit of lead here down the 48 machine of Dylan Blackburn's throwing a haymaker, with the 55 throwing a crossover, and the 48 is going to come right back around as we just got the white flag. The 48 machine is going to throw that slide job. The 55 is going to do a crossover. Now the 55 is looking down low as they go into turn number 3. They're looking for a slide job there from the 55. The 55 is going to have contact between Dylan Blackburn, and that's going to be your top 3 there. That's going to be the 714 of Colby taking home the win. Lindell in the 55 machine taking second, and Blackburn in the 48 will round out your top 3. Tyler Lacey in that 97 machine will finish 4th. Shea Miller rounds out your top 5. Jack Seriton in the 47 and finishes 6th. Jamie in the 25 finishes 7th, and Hunter Dressler rounds out your field here for tonight's action, or racing action. And then we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers here. As we're waiting to hear from Dylan Blackburn. And we're going to hear from Lindell here first, as he is your second place finisher. He has moved up 5 spots, as he is going to be your hard charger as well here tonight. And Lindell, do you got a copy?
I do have a copy.
Man, that was a good battle there between you and Colby in that 714 machine, throwing slide jaws back and forth tonight. How was that track condition for running the 50-lap race here?
Oh yeah, it was good. It was in the middle and then to the top, and yeah, it just proved to be able to hold some good racing. And Colby just going back and forth, and you know, racing's fun when it's like that. You're just battling for position. Even there at the end, I was battling Dylan sliders. Yeah, I just got up to the top, and then it was all over the place. It was really fun.
And that race does seem a little bit fun there. Where did your car feel more comfortable at there, especially late in the race with the track starting to slick off a little bit?
I noticed everybody in the beginning, they were towards the bottom middle. I just was like, if I'm going to get anywhere here, I was really shooting for a hard charger there. So I was really just trying to go a lane above everybody else. And then I got the lead off of that. And my tires seemed like they started fading. I think I pushed the car too much for 50 laps. And I just tried to hang with Colby as much as I could. And then I moved down a lane. And it just seemed like I was kind of the same laps, but they were just kind of getting a little bit faster. But yeah, the track was all over the place. It was good.
And again, congratulations on finishing on second and also being your hard charger here tonight, moving up 5 spots. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody down at TCM Motorsports, Coast to Coast Sim Sports, Majula Say Speed Shop, Dirt Gangster Apparel, and then I'm starting to make wraps now. So Exodus Designs. Just if you need a wrap, just check me out. But yeah, appreciate you guys for putting this on. Thank you.
Yep, thanks, sir. And again, congratulations on taking home second and the hard charger here tonight.
Thank you.
And that was Lindell in the 55 machine as he comes home in second place here tonight. We're going to hear from Colby in the 714 machine. And Colby, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a good battle there. You ended up getting caught up in the early race incident, went to the back of the field, then you went back up to the front, and you battled it out with your buddy there in the 55 of Lindell. How was the track there towards the end with your?
No, I mean, I kind of felt like it was one groove the whole race there. I kind of seen me sliding it in on the cushion and not really driving it straight in the corners, and I was able to just capitalize and gain more corner speed than him. It was definitely fun racing with Ian right there. Thought when he got, I don't know, 2 car lengths on me or so, I was like, well, it's over. He's going to check out and leave me. But I started running a little bit, I don't know, probably half a car lower than him in the cushion, and was able to drive back to him. And I mean, we battled it out pretty good without touching each other. Right there is how it's done, man. Just a couple buddies wheeling and being clean with each other is definitely a fun race.
And coming back through the field again, like I said, whenever you came back through the field there, what was what was your plan to make the passes, and how did you end up making those passes? As we did not be able to catch it here on Right Rear Racing.
I mean, I was just trying to stay out of the wrecks, and some cars were tore up, and it was I don't know, I kind of passed some cars in the back on the bottom, and then went to the top and started reeling them back in, and then how Blackburn got uh, Blackburn and Tyler wrecked and put me and Ian on the front. I was like, well, I got a chance, and I don't know, it was just I don't even know what happened up there. Uh, is what it is. Oh well, I guess I'll take a win any way I can get it.
Yes, sir. Taking home a win here with these guys here on the open setups. That's a feat in itself. And again, congratulations on taking home the win. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank Diamond Diesel Repair LLC, Theodore Concrete, TCM Motorsports, Dirt Gangster Apparel. If you guys need any merchandise, go check them out at www.dirtgangsterapparel.com. And thank Meriflex Hose and Accessory. Thank Smith Allfab, and just thanks to the guys over at TCM. We'll get these maybe get some better luck for these other guys in the TCM group. Maybe we can run 1, 2, and 3 one night.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on taking home the win, and it's good hearing from you here on the podium here tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. You have a good night.
You too.
And that's Colby, the 714 machine, that took home the win here tonight. And that's going to conclude tonight's racing action, as I don't have your third place finisher here. A reminder that we will be live tomorrow once again at 7:30 Central PM for your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. And that's going to conclude tonight's racing action. Thanks for joining in, and we'll catch you next time right here on Right Rear Racing.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. The drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing, we out.